Welcome, everyone. This is Marianne Hessler with Royal Caribbean, and I am sitting here tonight with
Matt Cervone with owner of Just Cruises and Vacations. Welcome.
We're thrilled you're here, and we are going to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart, which is the Caribbean, right?
Absolutely.
It's time to go to the Caribbean. I'm ready. How about you?
Absolutely, especially with this weather here in the Midwest.
For sure. I know. I think I looked up the temperature in Barbados this morning, and I think it was around 85, and I think we're sitting right around 20 today.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'd much rather be there. But I thought I'd start out with, I like to share what the mission of Royal Caribbean is, because I think this is so powerful, and it inspires me every day, and you see it right here on your screen, but we truly believe that life is best lived when filled with as much adventure as possible. So we inspire adventures that expand your horizons, bring you to life, and connect you to people. Isn't that how we all want to live?
I love it.
I
Fantastic.
love that.
Absolutely.
And that is really, truly our mantra. So I thought I wanted to share a few things about Royal Caribbean by the numbers, because first of all, we're going to be celebrating a big milestone this year, which is we've been in the Caribbean for 50 years. Isn't that crazy?
It's fantastic. It's wonderful.
It really is, and we're very proud to have won numbers of awards throughout the years. We have all kinds of great things that are happening. We have over 37 ports of call in the Caribbean, just in the Caribbean.
It's amazing.
It really is.
They're all full of sunshine,
And
blue water,
you
white
got
sand
it.
beaches.
You got it. Do you know how many ships we have in the Caribbean, Matt?
How many?
It's right here on the screen.
20 of
It's a trick question.
20.
20 ships in the Caribbean. And we also have 2 exclusive private destinations that I'll talk more about here in a minute.
Which are absolutely amazing. We're excited about that.
Very exciting. So as I mentioned, 50 years in the Caribbean. Really, no one does it better. You know, we offer innovative ships year-round in the Caribbean, private destinations, exciting excursions in the ports, and really, truly something for everyone.
Even for those who just want to relax under a palm tree or sit on the deck of the ship.
Which is me. You got me right there. So I wanted to just kind of do a little highlight on how the Caribbean is divided out, because I always get questions on this. This is a good slide right here, because you know, we talk lingo, you know, in the industry. We'll say Western Caribbean, Eastern Caribbean, Southern Caribbean, and what does that mean? So I thought this would be helpful just to kind of get an idea of where the circles really truly are. So we have up in the towards the top of Florida there, we have the Bahamas and the Bermuda region, which we'll show you some destinations here. And then the Western Caribbean, this actually also includes Cuba, believe it or not, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Mexico, Belize, Jamaica, and Labadee, one of our private islands, kind of falls in between both the Eastern and Western Caribbean for us. And then, of course, the Eastern Caribbean, which is the San Juan, St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Croix, and St. Kitts. And then for those of you that really want to get into the southernmost Caribbean ports, we actually do call that the Southern Caribbean. And those sailings, for the most part, you actually have to sail out of San Juan. You have to fly into San Juan in order to do that on a 7-night cruise.
And the Southern Caribbean has also been identified as the Deep Caribbean.
The Deep Caribbean, you got it. And I tell people all the time, if you're traveling in January and your hot button is you want to make sure that every day you have really warm days, Southern Caribbean is a great way to go. So this kind of outlines what those destinations look like. But we also have a number of home ports, and when we talk about home ports, again, this is kind of a lingo for us, but do you know that you can cruise out of a ton of different markets to the Caribbean? It isn't just about leaving out of Florida anymore. You can actually leave from New Orleans, from Galveston. You can leave from Cape Liberty, which is New Jersey, and for many of us, that's drivable, or Baltimore even, or Boston.
They're all drivable, so
Yes.
it's otherwise known as the drive markets.
The drive market.
Caribbean home ports as well.
And just to point out, for anyone that's, depending on where you are, we happen to be in Michigan, but Baltimore is only about an 8-hour drive from the Detroit area. Cape Liberty is about a 10-hour drive. Boston is a couple hours more, it's about 12 hours.
What I appreciate about this is that for some folks, and particularly for those maybe of a family of 4, 5, or 6, The cruise is something they aspire for. It's something they want. People will do it time and time again. It's the perfect family vacation. However, when you start adding an airfare for a family, sometimes it could put the vacation budget over the top. So what I appreciate about the Caribbean home ports or the drive market is you can't put the family in a car and drive to a port, whether it's Baltimore or on the East Coast, and actually still enjoy a fantastic vacation and just drive there. It makes it so much simpler, so much more affordable for families.
Yes, for sure. And I see a lot of people who are traveling over spring break or holiday time where airfare tends to be sometimes very costly.
Yeah,
at a premium. And so this is a great way to be able to enjoy that vacation and drive there. And you're cutting so much off your costs when you're doing that. So I thought I'd show you just a little highlight here of, here we have the Western Caribbean. Falmouth, Jamaica is one of our ports, and the destinations that you see here, Falmouth and Cozumel for Western Caribbean, are probably the two top destinations in the Western Caribbean circle. So if we want to call it that. But there's also other ones from Grand Cayman and, of course, Cuba and many more. But these really, right here, Falmouth and Cozumel are some of the highlights. And you, on the left, you know what that is.
Jamaica's a great port for excursions, but also just at the port itself, Royal Caribbean's done a wonderful job. There's many shops and stores and Margaritaville, just places to hang out there before or after one of your excursions.
Yeah, and I always like to think of Falmouth, Jamaica as 3 ports in one, actually, because you can stay right in Falmouth and do a number of excursions and enjoy that, or you can actually take an excursion and go to Montego Bay or over to Ocho Rios. So you've got 3 ports in one, and then of course Cozumel offers a ton of different options as well. Cuba.
Tell us a little bit about Cuba.
Oh boy, well you know what, Matt knows I actually just got back from Cuba. I went with a group of family and friends over New Year's Eve, and we did a 5-night cruise that included an overnight stay in Havana. I have to tell you that our entire group really felt that this was one of our top destinations that we have done in a very long time. It was incredible. We felt safe. It was easy to get around. As a matter of fact, do you know that I would feel very comfortable walking around downtown Havana by myself at night with no questions asked? Yeah.
What was one of your highlights?
I think the highlight was I loved going to the Tropicana. The Tropicana nightclub, for those of you that don't know, is really iconic. It's been there since 1939. So think back to the days of Ricky Ricardo and the cabaret shows. That was the experience there. It was wonderful. The show itself was incredible. You walk into the Tropicana and you get everyone gets a cigar, and your group will also get a liter of Havana Club rum. How about that?
That's a perk.
Yes. I think at some point we might even be able to do a webinar just on Cuba because there's so much to share here. But I will tell you that I felt safe.
There's a lot of demand for Cuba.
Yes, it's affordable. It's just a beautiful destination. I almost felt more like I was in Spain than in the Caribbean. So we'll have to do a webinar just on that. Labadee is one of our beautiful private islands. Amazing, off the coast of Haiti. One of my favorite places to go, actually. I love all of our private islands.
There's so much beach space, private cabana space.
Oh,
so many activities everywhere.
The activities, the food that we bring to the island, the water sports, the zip line that's available. Really, truly, when I say it, it's lush, it's mountainous, it's a very beautiful port. I've done it, actually. Yes. Longest zip line over open water, 2,600 feet long.
It's a long one, yeah.
I know, and I'm scared of heights, and I did it. And then we move over to the Eastern Caribbean, and this really includes St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Kitts, St. Martin. And the ports that you see here, St. Thomas and St. Martin, are probably the two most popular spots in the Eastern Caribbean. And, you know, as you may remember, a few years ago, was it 2 years ago now? Yeah, 2 years ago with the hurricanes, these islands have been up and running for a long time now. They have bounced back. They are ready for business. They're doing business, and people are really enjoying it. I'm hearing nothing but great things.
The Royal Caribbean was originally very instrumental in getting those islands back on their feet, which was wonderful.
Yes, that's so true. Any shoppers?
But the beaches are back.
Beaches are back.
Excursions are back. All the wonderful things that we do.
All of those great things, absolutely. So make sure that you check out the Eastern Caribbean itinerary.
It's like rebuilt. It's better than ever, from what I hear.
It really is. And for those of you who are shoppers, don't forget St. Thomas is probably one of the hot spots for shopping for jewelry and all kinds of goodies. So,
and beach
Matt,
activities.
yeah, you better take your wife there, do some shopping. And then let's take a look at the Southern Caribbean. For those of you that would like to enjoy a port of call almost every day of your cruise, our Southern Caribbean cruises generally are what we call port intensive. That means that you will fly into San Juan for the most part and if you're doing a 7-night cruise, you will literally stop at a different port every single day. So that's a great option for those that like a lot.
Adventure seekers,
yeah.
Absolutely. Somebody who likes to see different places, different excursions on different islands all the time. It's absolutely fantastic.
And they all have their own flavor, these Caribbean islands. They're not all the same. They all have their own food, their own language sometimes, and just their own special sauce, so to speak.
And for those sailing out of the Midwest or the East Coast, it's a great itinerary in the winter.
Oh, yes. If you want guaranteed that warm weather, Southern Caribbean is definitely the place to go. Barbados is one of the more popular places, and we've got Curacao here as well, but there's a number of ports here that I love. I love San Juan, for instance, so if I was cruising out of San Juan, I would plan on coming in a day before or spending an extra day after. St. Lucia is a favorite. Antigua is actually probably one of my favorite spots here as well. So lots to see in the Southern Caribbean. And let's not forget about Aruba. That falls in that Southern Caribbean. And then, of course, there's the Bahamas and Bermuda. And I have to tell you that Bermuda, for some reason, is a forgotten destination for us here in the Midwest. I love Bermuda. The ships is the one place in the Caribbean where the ships will actually take you to Bermuda, and the ship will overnight. So you can use the ship as your hotel while you're there.
A lot of great quality time in Bermuda. Absolutely gorgeous beaches. They've got the famous pink sand beaches in Bermuda. And you really have to see it to believe it. It's beautiful.
If you're a golfer, Bermuda is a fantastic place for golfing, and it truly is the beautiful water, just like you see over here on this picture.
That little photo right there.
Yeah, that's Horseshoe Beach. Exactly.
Safe to get around.
It's safe to get around. Now, what I will tell you, there's water ferries that will take you over to St. George, over to Hamilton. You can get an all-day pass. It's very easy to get around. Yes. And then, of course, Nassau in the Bahamas is another great destination. But I think one of my favorite things is our private island, which is the perfect day at Coco Cay.
Absolutely beautiful. They've done a fantastic job developing this island.
Let me tell you, here's what's happening. This is called Coco Cay. It's in the Bahamas, but beginning on May 1st, the name is going to change to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. What you're looking at here is just a tiny portion of what this beautiful destination is going to offer. What you see here that looks like something from the future, back to from the future, is our water slide. It's the tallest water slide in North America. It's 135 feet tall. Really something to experience. So if you're, not good with heights, this may not be your best place, but it's part of our water park that is just a portion of what Coco Cay is going to offer.
Fun.
Isn't it fun?
Whether for adults or kids.
It's for everyone.
It's a great family.
It's great for families, yes. And this
people
island.
People who want to have fun. This is a great slide.
Yeah. Well, and we like to say that there's actually on the island, there's a thrill side and there's a chill side. Which one are you, Matt?
I might, on a day like today, probably chill.
I'm a chill side.
If my kids are with me, they want me to be in the thrill side.
That's right. You have your choice, and you can kind of venture between the two if you want.
I'll do the zip line.
Yeah, there you go. But the thrill side offer things like the water park. There's a wave pool there. There's Splash Away Bay. There is Captain Jack's Galleon. Up and Away. Do you know what that is, man?
No.
That is actually a hot air balloon that is, don't worry, it's tied down, no worries. But actually will take you 450 feet up in the air for some great views. Zip line is something else that's here. Sports beach, we have a lot of people who really enjoy playing, beach volleyball, those kinds of things. But then there's me over on the chill side. I'm going to be the one sitting in the Oasis Lagoon. This is my favorite spot. It's going to be the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean with a swim-up bar.
And you'll probably have a drink with the umbrella in it, right?
You got it. For those that want to upgrade their experience over on the chill side, we also will have overwater cabanas, and that is over in our Cocoa Beach Club area, which will also have an infinity pool and a private dining area for these guests that are in our overwater cabanas. Just absolutely stunning. There's slides coming right from the cabanas into the water. Just really a great experience. A number of restaurants will be here as well. Majority of them are complimentary. There will be one specialty restaurant. And what I love about this is that we now will have kitchens right on the island to prepare the food there versus having to bring the food from the ship to prepare it. I always get this question, too. Mm-hmm. If you have one of our beverage packages, all-inclusive beverage packages on the ship, guess what? Does it work on the island here, too?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes. You get a gold star, and that's true. I get that question a lot, and it's nice to know that you can actually take your beverage package and use it right on both of our private islands, actually.
That's fantastic. And I noticed that you have a dock there.
Thank you for bringing that up. So our pier that we are building in Coco Cay will be completed actually in March. And so we'll be able to dock right there and no more having to tender, which is a really great thing.
It really adds to the experience. People get on and off.
As they like, at their convenience, exactly. Somebody forgot something in their stateroom, they want to go back and get it. Now it'll be very simple just to go on and back and forth as you like.
I can see why you want to call it the perfect day, because it looks like it's going to be an amazing experience.
Well, it's the perfect day, and perfect day means different things for different people.
Sure,
so all the different offerings there will be the perfect day for you. Let's talk about our ships a little bit, because we have great destinations in the Caribbean, and we also have some of the most amazing hardware to take you there. This is important. We have what we do is we divide our ships into what we call classes of ships. We have anywhere from tiny little ships like the Empress of the Seas, that's up here in the upper left-hand corner, all the way to the bottom right, which is our Oasis class, and anything in between. And, I get the question a lot is, what ship do you like the best? Do you like the big ships the best? Do you like the small ships the best? And I have to tell you that I love them all. I really do. It depends on who I'm traveling with, where I'm going. We were on one of our smallest ships over in Cuba over New Year's and had a wonderful experience on board. The food was amazing. The staff was amazing. And then just a month or so before that, we were on the biggest with the Symphony of the Seas, and that was a wonderful experience. So you can't go wrong. It really is about...
Similar but different.
Similar but different. One thing you can count on is that the service that you expect from Royal Caribbean is available on no matter what ship you're going to go on. Consistent quality, consistent experience across the board. Our brand is about entertainment, signature activities. It's about the dining, the lounges and the nightlife, the activities for the families or kids on their own. Fitness and spa. Lots of people they have good intentions. If they're like me.
People start out in fitness, end up in the spa.
Right. Exactly.
I'll relax a little bit more.
That's right.
Too many workouts.
That's right. Accommodations, and I love to point this out, is that we have staterooms that will accommodate anywhere from one person all the way up to 14 people. So, and anything in between. Our Royal Suite class are great for people who like that more luxury experience. Maybe for multi-generational travel where grandparents like to have the more of the upgraded experience and yet, be able to enjoy the rest of the ship with their extended family that they're bringing with.
You even go as far as having your own royal genie.
Which I love that. Who doesn't need their own royal genie? I know I do.
What a royal genie is.
Oh, let's do that. So if you ever want a special experience, we offer what's called our star class and our suite class. And your royal genie is a personal butler that starts communicating with you and your travel agent about 6 weeks before you actually even travel to make sure that they're building the experience before you even arrive. They greet you at the pier. They escort you to your stateroom. They check in with you, make sure you have your reservations for everything that you need on board. They provide customized gifts for you as you arrive to really welcome you into your stateroom. It is a very personal experience. We love hearing stories of how our royal genies have connected with our guests.
I've even heard that some folks want to take their royal genies home.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But going on to our private destinations and all of our activities, our pools, our outdoor amenities, and of course it goes back to, as we said earlier, it's about the service. It really, truly is. Some of our common features across the fleet, and they will vary depending on the ship, of course, are things like our rock climbing walls, our Broadway shows that we have, the
shows
number
are
of
amazing.
pools. Oh, the shows. Entertainment, hands down, nothing will compare. Casinos, we like for you to come into our casinos and enjoy those.
Several people do, yes.
Yes.
Very well attended.
And we trained our daughter actually over our last cruise because she turned 18 and she was able to go into the casino for the first time. And she actually ended up ahead, and she was smart and cashed out. I think she ended up with about $100. So, but of course, conference centers. If you're considering doing a group for a meeting of anything, or of any sort, make sure that you check us out because unlike hotels, we don't charge for meeting rooms for you to use those. We have a lot of church groups that actually will come on board, board meetings for companies.
And we've worked with companies in the past who would like to do, employee incentives or customer reward programs, or even small, like you said, board meetings where they can utilize the conference center to its fullest extent with all the AV equipment. Or for a meeting place to have some short meetings and to gather everybody to kind of thank them and plan things for the following year.
Yeah, it really is nice to know that because, I used to work for many years ago. I worked for in the hotel industry, and I'm here to tell you that hotel meeting rooms are very expensive. So being able to do something like that on a cruise ship at no cost is really nice.
It's wonderful.
And then, of course, staying fit. A lot of us really enjoy staying fit, whether it's taking a fitness class or working out on your own or enjoying the jogging track, walking track. You really can do that. You can be extremely healthy on a cruise, and that's something that I think is important to know that, cruising is not about being unhealthy. You can stay extremely healthy on board our ships. And I do want to point out some of our entertainment on board. Matt mentioned it, but I need to just reinforce the fact that
there. Slide, yeah.
Yeah, this is a great slide right here, and this is just a sampling of some of our Broadway shows that we have on board our ships. Saturday Night Fever, Grease, We Will Rock You, Mamma Mia, Cats, and Hairspray. And I'll tell you, when I say that it's quality Broadway entertainment, we partner with Broadway, and these are full-run shows with intermissions for the most part because they are longer shows, and our agreement with Broadway is that we are not allowed to cut those shows down because it takes away from the experience.
Fantastic experience. And I think it's also interesting for families on board to expose their kids to some of these shows that they may not normally be exposed to until they're maybe young adults or adults at some point in time. It's a great experience for people of all ages.
It really is, and you really brought up a great point, is that, consider what it would cost to even to go to a local Broadway show when they're coming to town, or going to Chicago for a weekend, or New York. For any one of these shows that you see here, it is not cheap. And so you can actually have, like you said, expose your family or enjoy that experience on your own as part of the Royal Caribbean cruise experience that you're already having at no additional cost. That's a great point.
I like the variety of entertainment, not just the Broadway, whether it's the comedy club or there are other the nightclubs up there also, the karaoke people do, and just you've got the schooner lounge, the piano lounge. It's a variety of entertainment. It's always been interesting to me. Boleros,
Latin
dancing, the how well dispersed the passenger are on the ship. Nothing's ever empty. Everybody, all the lounges and the entertainment venues are all full.
Yes.
People are enjoying them of all walks of life. I find that absolutely amazing and wonderful on board.
It's about variety and making sure that we have options for people to choose what it is that's going to make their vacation the perfect vacation. But as I mentioned in the very beginning,
Happy 50.
Thank you so much, right?
You don't look a year past 30.
That's right, that's right. So 50 years in the Caribbean, pretty exciting stuff. We're really excited about this because it's a milestone for us.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing happy birthday to you.
Oh, you could, but we are doing something really big to celebrate. We are actually going to have a celebration cruise on the Symphony of the Seas, and we're going to be celebrating on November 2nd. It's a 7-night Eastern Caribbean sailing, and this is actually going to be making a stop at
The Perfect Day.
You got it. And there's going to be a lot of special entertainment on board and amenities, which we have not even announced everything that's going to be on there. So it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. But if you want to celebrate our 50th birthday with us in the Caribbean, you got to book now. It's on the Symphony of the Seas on November 2nd. So be sure to let Matt and his Just Cruises staff here know so that they can get you booked to celebrate with us. What kind of offers do we have going? Well, we've got great stuff going on right now where we have a buy one guest, get the second guest half or 60% off.
60%
Oh boy.
off.
Yes, 60% off. And then an additional 30% off if you're sharing a cabin with your kids or friends. So your third and fourth guests are 30% off. And you also have a chance to earn up to $100 onboard credit on select departures too.
Kids sail for free.
Kids 12 and under can sail for free. So make sure that you check out what Just Cruises has to offer.
It's a great opportunity to plan your summer vacation. And we find a lot at this time of year, a lot of folks who maybe are not getting away for spring break or midwinter breaks, we're all tired of the winter months, are now planning for summer vacations.
That's right.
So it's a great opportunity to get your family on vacation this summer.
Absolutely. But thank you for watching because, as promised, we have an exclusive offer for you just for watching our webinar. And when you book your next cruise with the Just Cruises on board Royal Caribbean and you mention promo code RCI Just Cruises, you're going to get one complimentary bottle of wine, a $50 onboard spending credit. And this is going to apply to any cruise per stateroom. Thank you for mentioning that. This is going to be for any sailing in 2019 or 2020. It is for new bookings only, and you must book by March 31st. And here is the contact information for Just Cruises, and I'll let Matt share that.
Sure. You just simply 1-800-837-4477. That's 1-800-837-4477. Or shoot us an email at info@justcruises.com. That's info@justcruises.com. You can also find us on various parts of social media. Facebook,
Wonderful.
Instagram, Pinterest.
Wonderful. Well, and I have to say, I have been with Royal Caribbean for many years, and I have worked with Matt and his entire team here for all of that time, and I can't tell you enough how amazing of a job they do for their clients every day. Very loyal customers.
We're very experienced staff who are very well traveled, and they share this experience with folks and help make the right suggestions and guide people to our perfect vacation on the perfect island.
Thank you so much for mentioning
Coco
that. You
So
got
the
it.
perfect day at Coco Cay.
It's a perfect day at Just Cruises. So again, just to reiterate that, sometimes people think that they are getting a better deal if they're booking direct or, they're looking online. And I'll tell you, the internet is great for doing a lot of research. But honestly, we do not give lower rates for people who call Royal Caribbean direct. The pricing will be the same, except a lot of times Just Cruises has access to special group rates that no one else has.
Absolutely. We have hundreds of available dates, as well as
The special offer,
promotion.
exactly. And they have promos that run all the time with, it might be a specialty dining offer. So you really just have to connect with Just Cruises. And if you're not currently getting their emails with their current offers, make sure you contact them and ask to be signed up for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. And have a fantastic day.
Thank you.